Garin Regional Park. Quick, easy 1 mile loop starting on this awesome bridge from the parking lot. It is a bridge over no water right now, which is too bad. Huge fig trees. Frame the entrance to this bridge. Looks like we got some pruning going on here. All right, here is the park. This is Garin Regional Park. Come out into this picnic table area. It's really busy here on weekends. Barn over there. Very, very, very steep hill that I'm not ever gonna do again. Been there, done that. Not even getting the t-shirt. All right, so here's what it looks like to start. Hey folks, this is Jill with Blue Boot Outdoors. We're here filming in Garin Regional Park today. I'm walking underneath some wisteria here. It's quite beautiful. We are going to do a 1 mile around Jordan Pond. Look at those are cool. All right. We're looking for a few different plants today, and this is one of them. So if we look close, we can see that these are actually a palmate compound leaf. So 3 to 5, it can get up to 9, I am told. You can see these big thorns. Those big thorns tell me that this is Armenian blackberry. This is not one of our natives, but it is probably the one you see most often. So again, we have this palmate leaf, toothed margins on those leaves. Here we're coming up on one of the trees I was looking for today. I think this is the sycamore. Let's get up to see this cool bark. Cool bark with ants. I'm liking the selfie stick for taking my plant photos. Should have thought of this a long time ago. Oh, look at that cool bark. Cool. Here we have an excellent juxtaposition. So people get these confused all the time. This is poison oak. So we've got lobed leaves, anywhere from bright green to red. They actually come out in the springtime as a bronze color. Notice the stem there, no thorns. No thorns on the stem. It can get really big, can stand up by itself like these guys are doing, or it can twine around trees. All I can say is don't touch it. Hello, lizard. All right, Toxicodendron, I'm not sure the species name. There it is, poison oak. This time of year, it's super easy to spot because it turns red before most of the other things around it does. But pretty soon those leaves will fall off and those sticks will still do it. They'll still give you a rash. Now, just a few feet away from all of that poison oak that I just showed you, and actually climbing up in the midst of it. Here, let's go over here. Here we have lobed leaves, no thorns. Here we have serrated leaves. Serrated leaves, thorns on there. This one is a Rubus species with those little thorns. This is not the Armenian Rubus, the Armenian Blackberry that I just showed you. This is something else, and it might be native, so that would be cool. So I keep passing all of these by, but this is actually a cool plant too, if you don't already know it. So this is totally a willow. So super long, thin leaves, parallel veins, way lighter underneath than it is on the top. And you can see some of these buds that we would think of as pretty typical on Salix species. They also have these cool little things here. I don't know what you call those things, but I got too many things in my hands. At the node here of the leaf, we have these tissues. So each node has the leaf itself with a little petiole. It has these tissues and it has a little bud in there too. Salix species. Here we go again. Different view. So we have the leaf, long thin leaf, the underside, super different color, much lighter. It's fuzzy. Top is shiny and dark green. Veins are parallel. There are several different species of willow in this park. I'm usually pretty satisfied to get down to genus, so that is the Salix genus. And here's another sycamore. This one has been carved on a little bit, but look at this cool bark. That's awesome. I gotta get some photos of that. I just love the way the light and the combinations of colors are playing off of each other on this tree. It's super duper cool. All right, sycamore. Check. Ooh. There's a bird's nest up there. I don't know if you can see GoPro, but in that not sycamore tree right there, there's a bird's nest. I have a bad feeling I'm going to be editing out a lot of pictures of my phone as my phone gets in the GoPro shot. We'll see. We will see. Let's see what's over here. You can get over to a different trail over there. We're not going on that one. I'm just coming to see, just in case you didn't believe me, totally blackberries. This is somebody painting on a sycamore with blackberry juice. Okay. Alright, we have reached a fork in the road. That way leads north. This way is just going to be on the other edge of the meadow here, and that's the way we're going. Southish. There's a little squirrel over there next to some trash, which is unusual around here. We don't usually see trash on the trails very often. Hey squirrel, how's it going? It's like, yeah, there's acorns. Don't bug me. Hi. Off he goes. Here's another one that's easy to identify. This guy here. Tall green stems, yellow flowers that are pretty faded by now, but down here you can see the feathery, the yellow flowers. Has this super feathery foliage. This is actually late foliage. Usually it's way more feathery than this. And it smells like licorice. If it smells like licorice, looks like this, then it's fennel. I do love to forage, but I don't do it in parks where it's not allowed, and it is not allowed here. Taking of any natural thing here, no flowers, no foraging, no nothing. Leave it all here. It's a pretty busy park, right in the midst of a pretty urban area, so I think that makes sense. Leave it here so other people can see it. All right, let's see what we see here. If I am remembering my study correctly, we have another of the same trees here. We've got these concave leaves. We've got sharp spines. They're not pokey. They're not strong enough to poke you, but they are definitely come to a sharp point. Spines at the end of the leaf lobes. So this will be another coast live oak. Just looking to see if we're going to see any acorns. I see the cups from the acorns on the ground, but it looks like the squirrels have been quite diligent in packing away for winter here. I do not see any intact acorns either on the tree or on the ground. Good job, squirrels. So one of the plants that I was looking for might be this one. I was looking for it because it has beautiful red flowers, but it just might not be here right now. Let's see if I can take some pictures and see what iNaturalist tells me when I get home. There's ants all over my phone. Stop that. All right, we'll see. See if we can find it. In the meantime, more fennel. Here we go. Fennel, fennel, fennel. Earlier in the year, would have had tons of these lacy leaves all over it. Can get fairly large, as you can see right there. Sorry about the lens flare on this, guys. I'm guessing it's there. I've got a filter coming that's supposed to stop that, but it's pretty annoying right now. Hello there, squirrel. What do you know? You wanna get your picture taken? What do you think? What do you know? Yeah? I'm not coming over there, don't worry. I'm gonna look and see how you've done on these acorns though. Oh, this one has some acorns on it. All right, cool. Let's see. There's one. If this is the species of oak that I think it is, these acorns actually ripen a lot earlier than others do. Ooh, that's cool. Come on. Focus me there. I need to bring my real camera out. There's just so much stuff involved with this. This is the thing. YouTubers, how do you deal with all of this stuff? I got ants all over me. Don't worry, I'm not taking. I told you I wasn't going to take them, and I didn't. I didn't take them. Don't worry. You're good. Have a nice day. All right, so we got the oak, we got the sycamore, we got the willow, which I wasn't actually intending to talk about, but it was right there. We have poison oak and blackberry, a couple of different species of blackberry. Fennel, which I wasn't going for. I feel like there was, oh yeah, and that what I was trying to get is called hummingbird flower or California fuchsia. It's not a fuchsia though, so I don't like to call it that. So we'll see. Maybe in the shade somewhere I'll find one that might still have a flower on it. So with my plant duties done, let's focus on walking. Oh, hello. How are you? Just hanging out? Yeah? Well, I'm hanging out too. Let's see. Where are you? You're right about there. Let's see if I can get a shot of you. What do you think? Okay, thanks for posing. Whew, I'm getting hot. It is September in California, Northern California, here in the Bay Area. And boy, howdy, is it hot. I mean, not compared to lots of places, but it's hot for us, and we haven't seen rain in a long time. We actually did get, I'm just looking at some green growth on the meadow here. We did get like 20 minutes of a super light rain the other morning. Maybe like 3 days ago. And I am definitely seeing my first evidence of that. With a little tiny bit of green on the meadow. See a big bird out there. Oop, and a little bluebird. I think the big bird is a hawk. Usually out here there are vultures, but it just doesn't look dark enough. I love that sound. Nature is good for you. Get out, wherever you are. right, so we have made a circle around this field here. Let's take in the view for a second. And then we're gonna go on the shady part of our walk. Well, shadier anyways. All right, somebody has been in here with a weed whacker and a saw. There has been some serious clearing of the path here. That's lovely. I hope they did it on the other side too, because last time I was here it was kind of hard to get around back there. We'll see. Oh, lizard. Hello, lizard. All right, we'll see how those come out. Oh, maybe you can see it on the GoPro too now that it's moving. I'm not sure you're pointed in the right direction. So I see over here, these guys are horsetails. There's lots of big horsetails in here. Cool, old plant. That's a spore plant. Before even cones were invented, those guys were roaming the earth. Not roaming. They don't really roam. They can get really big though, 8-9 feet tall on some species. Smells good. I wonder if they're going to pack this stuff out or if they're going to leave it for the critters to dig into. All right. Take a little tour in here. This is an invasive mint. Invasive? I don't know about invasive, but it's not native. This is pennyroyal. While all mint species are edible, this one has some pretty serious toxicity warnings, especially for women who are pregnant. So, don't just eat any mint. This has been hit with a weed whacker, so it's not looking great, but okay, let's see if I can get up. This is cool too. Don't know what that is. Feels good in here in the shade. think I need to make more of a point of getting on with things when I go on these hikes. I'm not even halfway done. And I've already walked more than I planned to. And I'm starting to get tired. So we'll sit down here and I will show you a new toy. A new old toy. Do my first little gear review. Here we are, Jordan Pond. See, told ya. All right, let's sit down. Let's sit down on the other side. Actually, I'm gonna sit down here in the shade so that I don't bother anybody coming by. All right. This is cool. Well, I'm going to set this up. I'm going to give you a cut here while I set up this thing, and I'll show you what my new little toy. All right, I'm going to show you this cool thing. This is the Gerber Dime. Check it out. I love it. I'm opening it right now because I just bought a new one because I can't find the last one they bought. Here we are, Gerber Dime. Teeny tiny multi-tool. So let's see if I can get it open without actually having it. All right, I should have a timer so that you can see how long it takes me to get through the package on this thing. Holy crap, what is it made out of? This is like a titanium package. All right, I'm gonna show you another thing that's super cool. Are you ready for this? All right. This is my keychain, and I have a little tiny SOG knife on here. I almost never pull it out because I have this thing in my pocket most of the time. All right, thank you, SOG. All right. So first we have the SOG that got me out of there. That looks way cooler when it's like full screen like that. Here we go, SOG knife. It actually locks, so I have to click this little side over here. Get that back in my keychain. All right, but what I wanted to show you with this cool, tiny little Gerber Dime, fits in my pocket, fits in my tiniest pouch, has exactly what you need and nothing that you don't. So you already saw the pliers with a teeny little cord cutter in there, cable cutter in there, bottle opener, lanyard, there's a tweezers in here, and a toothpick, which, since most of my need for this is like splinters, is a pretty good thing. And it's got the things that you would expect, so a little like file slash screwdriver. It's got a bigger flathead screwdriver over here. It's got scissors, super handy. It's got a regular knife. Regular knife over here. Nope, that's not the regular knife. That's the reason why I think it's cooler than anything else. So regular knife over here, and so far, this is exactly what you would expect to see in a little tiny tool like this. But this is what makes it the best micro multi-tool ever. This is sharpened on the inside of this little thinger, and you know what it does? It opens packages. This is called a retail package opener. I use it all the time. And the reason that I can't find mine right now is because I didn't put it in my pocket last time I did them. Hey YouTube, this is Jill. I'm here sitting on a bench in Garin Regional Park, and I thought I'd talk a little bit about what I think I've got in store for y'all if you want to join me on this journey. This is actually my 4th video. We'll see if the first 3 go out. I'm learning. So I've been out doing these little short hikes, and I think I've settled on this as the first sort of YouTube project that I want to do. So I've identified a bunch of hikes all around the Bay Area that are relatively low elevation gain and less than 2 miles. So they're easy hikes. They're go for a walk in the neighborhood sort of hikes. Not all of them. Some of them you're gonna have a little hill or 2 to climb. But most of these hikes are pretty flat and pretty short. And as with any hike anywhere, even if it's a loop hike, if you get to the place where you think you're done, you turn around. So my name's Jill, and I'm doing this channel called Blue Boot Outdoors. I've been calling myself Blue Boot Naturalist for a long time after my hiking boots, which you won't see until winter because it's way too hot here for boots. I love getting out in the nature, into the woods, into the water. I boat, I hike, I camp. I'm pretty new at most of it. I'm pretty casual about it and have been forever. I've got 2 little boys and a great husband who actually just left. He did his hike and is headed home. So we want to be an outdoor family, and we are an outdoor family. But it's a little bit different from most of what I see on YouTube. We don't have generations of hunters and gatherers in our family. We're coming from the city. We have to be in the city. We have city jobs, city schools. So I'm showing what we can do from a home base that's pretty deep into urban areas. I'm watching some hawks. I wonder if he's going to come over here. I think that is a red-shouldered hawk. That's cool. So I love watching YouTube videos of people out there doing it, out there doing adventures, out there doing camping and canoeing and hiking and through hiking and all this cool stuff. And so that is super inspiring. But I thought I'd show what it looks like when you don't have 6 months, when you don't have even 10 days, when what you've got is the time before you have to pick up the kids from school. So that's one thing. And hopefully we'll get out there for some longer trips, but most of my hikes are really, they're fit into a pretty busy week, right? But we can still get out here and listen to the wind in the cottonwoods right now, right? And feel it. And see the hawks. And that's so powerful and so necessary, and so helpful in my busy, mom life, right? So here I am. I'm going to start with short hikes, partly because that's about what I have the bandwidth for in terms of time, and because I don't know how to edit these things yet. So I don't want to have like 58 hours of footage to try to get through. So short hikes, partly because I'm just learning the format, but also because I'm not in great shape. I'm starting this. I'm hoping that this helps me get into shape for sure. But I also want to show that you don't have to be somebody who can walk, 10 or 12 miles a day to get out, and to get out into experience that's enough, right? To get out into an experience that's wild enough, that's nature enough, to cause that sort of paradigm shift, that mind shift change, and give you the scent of the dust and the leaves in your lungs, in your nose. It's enough to get a little bit of quiet. And when you have 2 young boys, that's awesome. So I hope that you like it. I hope that this inspires you to get out there, even if you, like me, are not through hikers or even close to that, right? I hope that you like it. I'm going to show you some of our local parks. I know a lot of people already know these parks, but I know a lot of people don't. And if you don't live in the Bay Area, All Trails is one of my favorite apps to just see what's around. So go to alltrails.com, check it out. None of this is sponsored. This is my first video. Nobody knows who I am yet. So go to All Trails. Tell them where you are, and tell them you want to do an easy hike that's less than a mile, less than 2 miles, and see what they got for you. It's a great way to find new things, even if you're super experienced. If you've been hiking forever, go out. There's a bunch of different apps like that. That happens to be the one that I use. But use an app, find something that gives you a list of the hikes around you, and get outside. It's worth it. Okay. See you in a minute. Here you go. You can wear my sunglasses. No? Okay. You can see here we came to another fork in the road. The trail I'm following is pretty easy. That says High Ridge Loop Trail. We're not doing high, no highs. So we're going to go down here, which is, as you can tell from the vegetation, along the creek. We're just following the creek back. Here we have some willows coming down, covering our trail. Pretty cool. Ow. Interesting. I was not expecting to be able to do this, but this is, I believe, not at all a willow. Come here, you. This is a bay. So it has these willow-like leaves that are much longer than they are wide. It has the parallel veins, but not nearly as distinct as the willows. But most importantly, it has these fruits right here, these terminal inflorescences of flowers and fruit, which will eventually be, bay nuts, which I understand are a thing for foragers. I have never had them myself, but the leaves, which again I'm not going to get from here because they don't want you to take anything from this park, but these leaves are bay leaves. You can use them just like you would bay leaves in your spice cabinet. Cool. I'm stoked to have found that. Oh, I'm going to turn you off. There's people coming. All right, I think we've got the trail to ourselves again. View in towards the creek bed from this path. This path is much nicer than the last time I came by. They have gone through this side too and made a bunch of room for us. Just listening to the wind. disturbingly like bamboo, which we don't have around here. I don't know. I don't have any idea if that's what it really is. Oh, but look, it is hollow. That's probably not good. More of this pennyroyal all over the place over here. I see a butterfly. Let's see if we can get it. Nope. Not a surprise. Don't trip. I love that as I get more into botany and plant identification that I can look around, and almost always there's a bunch of different things that I think I can identify in my field of view. I've been hyper local about it, right? So take me out and you never know. But the cool thing is that while I look around and I'm like, oh yeah, I know that and that and that and that, there's always way more that I don't know. Which in my view is kind of cool. Will keep my interest for a long time if there's still more to learn. Oh. Don't know if you can see it, but we have some nettles in there. Nettles and blackberry bush. That's not a place you want to walk through. This is the other side of the little path we came down earlier when I showed you the mint for the first time. But we are not doing that now. We are headed home. We are getting close to the end of our hike. So thanks for joining me. I hope you liked it, and we'll look for other things to come. I will also post a blog about it, so if you want to see the Too Long Didn't Watch version, I'll link that in the show notes, because that's what we do. Look at me acting like a YouTuber. I'll link it below. Alright, I really do love you YouTubers. Sorry, don't mean to be making fun. Hours and hours of way more interesting entertainment than I can find on any network, that's for sure. Whew. And there's my little tiny elevation gain for this hike, which winded me. Alright, I can see cars. So this ended up being a little bit over a mile. I will also link to this actual trail that I took in All Trail. So if you're local and you want to do the same thing, it will be available to you in the show notes. I'm not sure how YouTube is gonna format this and format my collection of stuff that I'm offering, but you may also see shorts. I'm gonna try to do some shorts of just the plant ID stuff. So if you're interested in plants more than hikes, check out those shorts. I'm gonna see if I can't put together a cool format to show you just what you need to know and nothing you don't. All right, that's my car. See you later.